We are currently living through the greatest information explosion in human history. The sea of knowledge is no longer a distant ocean we have to travel to. It is a flood that's inside our pockets. But here is the paradox. As information becomes infinite, the value of knowing things is actually hitting rock bottom. The world has run out of secrets, but it is hungrier than ever for truth. This is the era where brilliance has been democratized. If you have a question, an AI has the answer. If you need a task done, a machine can execute it. But when everyone has access to the same superbrain, having the answer is no longer a competitive advantage. It is just the baseline. Today, execution is not a skill, it is a commodity. Think about it. A map is useless if you don't know where you are going. AI is the most sophisticated map ever created, but it has no internal compass. It can give you 1,000 roads, but it can't tell you which one leads home. Without human direction, all this data is just noise, sophisticated, fast, but ultimately meaningless. What the world is crying out for in 2006 is not more doers. We are drowning in doing. What we need are guides, architects, people who can step back from the chaos of the tools and ask the one question a machine never will. To what end? We need people who can see the forest when everyone else is obsessed with the bark on a single tree. For the last 100 years, the recipe for success was simple. You pick one narrow niche, you dig as deep as possible, and you stay there. We were told that becoming a specialist was the only way to be irreplaceable. We were trained to be highly efficient cogs in a massive machine. But that machine has just been upgraded. This is the silicon ceiling. It is a point where human technical speed meets machine algorithmic speed. If your value is purely based on how fast you can code, how accurately you can translate, or how well you can analyze a spreadsheet, you have hit the ceiling. You are now competing with an entity that doesn't sleep, doesn't eat, and costs less than your morning coffee. Research is already showing a productivity divergence. While the world gets faster, the value of the restricted specialist is dropping by 12% annually. Why? Because when a machine can go deeper into a data set than any human ever could, depth is no longer a defensive moat. It is just the room AI already lives in. Specialization is not bad, but specialization without synthesis is a dead end. If you can't look across the fence and see how your niche connects to the rest of the world, you are not an expert, you are a silo. And in a connected AI-driven economy, silos are the first things to be automated. So who wins? Enter the architect of outcomes. This is not just a new job title, it is a new state of being. The architect is not the one swinging the hammer, they are the one who understands how the kitchen needs to feel for a family to be happy. They move the focus from the process to the purpose. The architect's secret weapon is cross-pollination. They don't just do one thing, they are the bridge between domains. They understand how a principle in neuroscience can improve a user interface, or how ancient philosophy can fix a modern corporate culture. They don't just use AI, they orchestrate it. This is what we call synthetic intelligence. While the specialist is thinking, the generalist who connects dots is seeing a 34% surge in productivity. They are not working harder, they are working wider. They are using AI to handle the labor of specialization so they can focus on the logic of the big picture. The division of labor has shifted forever. The machine is the ultimate executor. It can build the cathedral, brick by digital brick. But the machine has no volition. It doesn't care if the cathedral is beautiful or if it stands for 1,000 years. Only the human can choose. Only the human can decide what is worth building. But there's a catch. To be an architect, you have to survive the noise. We are being flooded by AI-generated content, hallucinations, and deepfake realities. When everything can be faked and everything is generated, how do you know what to trust and how do you know what's real? This is where your value skyrockets. In an age of infinite options, the most expensive skill is discernment. It is the ability to look at 10,000 AI suggestions and instinctively know which one holds the spark of truth. The machine can give you quantity. Only you can provide the quality of judgment. In the Asian traditions we study here at Innovation, this is called Viveka. It is a sharp, crystalline power of discrimination, separating the real from the unreal, the permanent from the feeling. In the age of AI, Viveka is not just a spiritual concept, it is your ultimate competitive advantage. Computers are world-class at reckoning. They can calculate, predict, and stimulate probabilities at lightning speed, but they cannot judge. Judgment requires a soul, a history, and a set of values. AI can tell you the what and the how, but only your human judgment can determine the why. Think of the most powerful technology. Today not as a replacement for you, but as a team of wild, incredible horses. They have 1,000 times your strength and 10 times your speed. To be afraid of them is a waste. To try to outrun them is impossible. Your job is to be the charioteer. This is the Kathopanishad realized in the 21st century. The horses are the energy, but you hold the reins. You provide the intent, the direction, and the destination. Without you, the horses are just a chaotic force. With you, they are a journey toward a goal. We are moving into a world where execution is effectively free. You can manifest an idea into reality in seconds. Because of that, volition, the human will to create something meaningful, has become the rarest resource on earth. The premium is not in what you can do, it is in what you will. So stop worrying about being outcoded or outwritten. AI can't replace your intent. It can't replace your unique human perspective. That is the human premium. The world doesn't need you to be a better machine. It needs you to be a more visionary human. Start directing. The horses are ready.